let's do a little update. This is the Friday before Christmas, so just one job today, which I've just tipped, as you can see. I haven't done any filming because I pretty much do the same thing every day. It's either Red Lodge with a skip or Kings Lynn with a trailer, with the odd skip to Snetterton, which is exactly the same, pretty much exactly the same place as the power station. So it's really been nothing to film, to be honest. I might do a time lapse next year if I remember to bring my camera, just for the journey up and down to Kings Lynn, just for something to do. I've been meaning to do it, but because I've got in the habit of not filming, I keep forgetting my camera, so I had to make a concerted effort yesterday to remember to actually put them in my bag. So, and I'm booked on here for January and February, so not much is going to change. Basically, I'm covering for a chap who's gone sick. I can't remember if I've mentioned it or not, so and it's so quiet out there with work. I'd be daft to say no. It's guaranteed work and it's easy, friendly people. It's not, the only downside of the job is it's so repetitive and boring. But whee! But you take the rough with the smooth. I haven't got to sit on the A14 in the roadworks. I haven't got to go to the M25. So on and so forth. It gives me time to take the dogs out. It gives me time to do some writing, various other things. There's a lot of pros, lots of cons. Well, not many cons really, to be fair. Being boring and repetitive is probably the biggest con to it. So I dare say at the start of the next year, well, unless anything changes, you never know what's going to happen. Something might change, but I probably won't be doing a huge amount of filming, purely because I can imagine how boring it would be just to watch the same thing over and over again, and it'd be just as boring for me to sit and create it at the end of the week. I will try and think of you can do a bit better than that, mate, come on. I was going to try and do a time lapse of me changing the bins over, but it was too dark this morning when I got there, so I'll perhaps try and do that next year. Perhaps a time lapse of that and a time lapse of the Kings Lynn journey, and that'll cover all the bases then. I've got one day to do between Christmas and New Year on the Friday, which I volunteered for, which I was quite happy to do. I might end up with a day on Sugarbeet on the Saturday if they need me. The problem is the weather in East Anglia, it's been so wet again this year that they're struggling once again to get it out of the ground. It's just been another bit of a disastrous year for farmers once again. So yeah, funny old time. But I've got a reunion with the Kepsto boys on the 27th, and my Kepsto Freight book is well and truly underway with the publishers. I'm hoping that's going to be out sort of summertime, I guess, maybe earlier, I'm not sure, so I'm really looking forward to that. I had approached another company, or two companies, about potential books, and they are both interested. One got back to me yesterday, in fact, to say they're very interested and want to start arranging meetings, which is great. So some more writing in the pipeline, hopefully some more podcasts. I still get a few people ask me about them. Unfortunately, Dougie from Truck and Drive has been having internet issues at home, so I was hoping to get one done before Christmas with him, but sadly that's not happened. Never mind. So I don't know, mate, perhaps we'll try and squeeze one in between Christmas and the New Year, maybe. So, yeah, it's been a funny old year, really. Sort of lots of highs and lots of lows, really. As I guess you might have seen, been been to new countries: Montenegro, Albania, Macedonia. Was that it? Yeah, and it just leaves Bosnia. I was meant to do a Bosnia this year as well, which would have completed my map of Europe, but it didn't actually happen, sadly. But you never know. Something might happen next year. I'm sort of definitely an optimist, and those jobs are still out there. Lost Sam's granddad in the summer, which is really sad. Got yet another dog. So this way that I've just came out from the hangar, as it's called, it's a route that we can use because it's all sort of permitted routes around there, and this will just drop me down onto the A143, which will save me going through Dis. I think today would be all right because I think the schools have now officially finished, and I think quite a few people might have finished for work as well. But Dis is fine to go through first thing in the morning, but during the day it's just a real pain in the backside because there's two supermarkets in town, both with mini roundabouts and pedestrian crossings, and it just, you know, no thought of traffic flow ever comes into it when they're building stuff like that on a main road. So it's just, I try and avoid it if I can. It's just, it might potentially be a few minutes longer going this way, but realistically, you can easily lose out in Dis, and I have done so many times. I'd rather just come this way. So all that leaves me to do is I'm going to go back, wash the truck down so it's clean. I'm in the Arctic next Friday, so I'll wash that then, and it'll be a lot quieter. And that will be my year done. Can't believe it. So into 2024 we sold her. Which is mad. So I should just say, you know, happy Christmas for all those that celebrate it. Happy New Year. I hope it's nice and peaceful, or chaotic, whatever you prefer. And thank you for watching. Much appreciated still. And I guess I will talk to you in 2024, as crazy as it seems.